James Cash, Skeet, what it do? What it do? I see at least two of y'all up with me tonight. Huh? What's going on, man? Been in bed all day, arm hurting, acting like my leg had been the last few weeks. But man, yeah, I'm up though. I'm up. Sleep all day, so I'm gonna be up all night. What's going on now? You drinking some coffee? Nah, brother. I don't drink Folgers coffee unless I'm in prison, homie. Nikki Lee, what up? T Black, what up? Western Ave, what you doing up so late? Why you? I got several people hit me like, why Western Ave didn't join the live? I don't know. I didn't expect her to join the live. Then a few of the other women that didn't show up didn't even hit me. So I see how they really feel about me. It's all good. Ain't nobody tripping. I thought we would have got more numbers last night, though. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get a whole lot of numbers, especially the way y'all be jocking Rennie Lowe, asking about Michelle, asking about Misha G, asking about Westside Ebby and her profile. You know, y'all kind of surprised me with that. But I must say, the loyal and the regulars were on deck. Rob Moses, what up, homeboy? What's the deal? East Riverside in the building, man. Shout out to your son having a big football game day today, man. That's what's up. My nephew played today. I didn't even watch him, man. I forgot because normally they play first thing in the morning. But today's game was like 7:30 Eastern, so I completely missed it. I don't know about the Yankee Dodgers, man. Looking real suspect right now, huh? Did Cleveland win today? Cleveland Guardians versus Yankees. Final score. Yankees final score. Man, Google want me to search for it. Doc Holiday, what up, what up, what up? Just call me Big Stace. Yo, Kev, what are your our murder braids? The easiest way to describe it. You ever seen a guy catch a black dude catch multiple murders and he's in trial, he gets arrested, he's on the news, or he's walking on death row? That's what a guy looks like. They're black braids, one coming over your head. You know, a lot of the most famous Crips and Bloods that have been arrested look like that when they get arrested. Dodgers would knock off Mets tomorrow. Man, you know what I like? If there's a silver lining in all this, I like the fact that not just men who are baseball fans, but women who are baseball fans are actually questioning Dave Roberts. I love it. I'm like, see what I'm saying? That's what I've been trying to tell people for years. And then you got people like Noodle Capone. You get all these idiots that think they know sports and they start talking about Dave Rogers is a great manager. He's great. There's nobody better than him in the last 20 years. Man, knock it off. Women and men that have been watching the Dodgers this postseason are all saying the same thing. What is wrong with this manager? Why does this manager leave pitchers out there when they get rocked? Why does this manager put a pitcher out there that's sick, a pitcher that's not feeling well, and you throw him out there? And not only do you throw him out there to start, you leave him in when he's giving up runs and then bring him back out after he give up runs. Man, that's Dave Roberts for you, man. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. If you win it all, it's still going to be a rocky road. I'm up. What's up, Kevin Alexander? Man, I had a homie named Kelvin Alexander. Big Casper, rest in peace. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm thinking of Crip Cat. Yeah, that pitcher gave up a lot of hits early yesterday. He was sick. He shouldn't have been out there. So if you put a sick pitcher out there, okay, let's say Jock, you sick, Jock. But Jock, I need you to go out there, man. If you can go out there and give us some innings, go out there and win it for us, We're gonna win it all. So I'm gonna send you out there sick. You give up 3 runs in the first inning. You got to come out, bro. You sick. You come back another day when you feeling well. Nah, I'm gonna leave you out there and give up some more runs. Stupid, man. Absolutely stupid. Can't make my Lions tomorrow will smash the Vikings. Neil, your Lions are going to lose tomorrow to the Minnesota. To the Minnesota Vikings. Y'all losing tomorrow, man. Vikings defense too good. And y'all not gonna be able to stick Jefferson. Who's pitching tomorrow? I don't know, man. Like I said, I've been asleep all day. I haven't even looked at anything, man. Actually, my nose is feeling real dry, like it want to bleed. So uh, I really didn't feel like doing a whole lot. I did watch some football, some boring games, some whack games. Alabama lost again, yo. Let's see who's pitching tomorrow. But once again, shout out to the ladies at KMV that took the time out to come show y'all their pretty faces and have some conversations. Y'all froze up though. Y'all didn't have no questions. You know what I mean? Oh, my phone acting up, man. Let me try it again. MLB pitching matchups for tomorrow. Sean Monet. That's a bad boy, man. That's a bad boy. The Mets is pitching their best pitcher tomorrow, man. That's a bad boy. Y'all be careful tomorrow. It's gonna be a rough one tomorrow. You look well rested, Big Kevin. Rest is good, my brother. Well, like I said, I've been in the bed all day, man. My arm, it's like the pain in my leg that went to my arm. I don't know if it's related or unrelated, but yeah, I've been. I met a potential guest for you to interview on Crenshaw today. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hit that as you come in. Hit that like as you come in, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki Lee. Easty Crib, what up, homeboy? Colorado put belt to. Man, I didn't even see the Colorado game, man. I missed it completely. I was asleep. I missed it completely, man. All right, I'm going to check my inbox. Want me to check it now? James, what up with it? I need some prize picks for tomorrow. Hit me up. Hit me up, man. I see some good games tomorrow. You know, for the people that say I don't show my picks, hit me up. I'll tell you some good games that I like tomorrow. Kev, you got to get our story from the Great Street Crips, Newark, New Jersey. I'm one of the originals. When you say you one of the originals, but are you one of the founders? Are you one of that first crew that put it together? Hit me up. I got a few questions for you. Because if you're gonna go to another channel and give it to another channel, ain't no need in coming on my channel with it. I mean, I don't like to do world tours, but if not, if you want it exclusively on this channel, hit me up. Let's talk about it. King LX, what up? Rich, Scandalous, and Crafty. Cold title right there. Somebody left a comment and said, man, you a maniac. Oh, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Holla at me, man. Let's see what we come up with. Somebody left a comment and said the last story was a build up, like a joke, and then at the end it's not funny. It's just over. And, and I thought that was funny because that's true. However, if you know who I am and you know anything about the 60s, then you would understand that this is the 60s who have that name of being scandalous, of killing their own, of being jealous of one another. You would understand that I trust my homie. He's not the only one, but I trust my homie. And I trust other homies. And so there were so many messages in that. And one of the messages was all our homies ain't like that. Right? Right. I know you did, Western man. But all of our homies ain't like that. You got some homies that you can trust. You got homies that you grew up with. You have a camaraderie with, not just because it's somebody from your hood. It's somebody you really grew up with, so you could trust that individual. Another is that I was comfortable in my crib and in my background that I wasn't worried about it. I could have jumped out the car and ran. I could have tussled with him over the burner. I could have cried and complained, man, why are we here? What are you doing? So that lets you know that I'm comfortable in my skin. Though you don't know me, you wouldn't know that. And also, if you are scandalous and you got a bad background, you could have got peeled. A person sitting in the car, you could have got peeled. People done died like that before. So how can you tell scandalous homies from the solid ones? In a lot of ways you can't. But if you listen to what I'm telling you, I grew up with this guy. I grew up with a lot of guys. So I know their character. I know their reputation. And I know our friendships. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you don't understand all this, if you don't get none of that, then that story wasn't for you. You feel me? That story just wasn't for you. And on top of that, every story is not going to be so good to every viewer, right? Let's go. If you watch and hit that like button one time. Actions tell you all you need to know. Absolutely. Now, guess what? Now I even got, since then, I got another 20 something years in with the brother, right? 20 something before that and 20 something after that. I got 43 years in with the homie. You know what I'm saying? So you guys might view him one way, or you might view the 60s one way. I'm going to view the homie different, and I'm going to view certain 60s different. You feel me? Was he trying to test you in that last story? I never asked him, but from what I'm told, he seen the story and he laughed about the story. I think he was testing me, but at the same time, he's the type of homie, like you got to pay attention. We in jail together. He gets out and goes and check on my mom. Like, is that a scandalous homie to go check on your mom? Right? This is a homie. I clearly related to that story. Somebody hit, like two people hit me up and said they can relate um, to that story, but I didn't want people to relate to the story as much as I wanted people to know. Every 60 ain't scandalous like that, man, and every homie is not your, you have to worry about. But it is what it is. Sometimes homies try to put wedges between homies. You feel me? Spirit right on. I just find it kind of wild what he be on. Who's that? Black Warrior Spirit. Who's that? James? Who you talking about? 60s being so big, is it homies from your era that's still around that you never met but seen around? Uh Not really from my era, but yeah, there's some homies a little older than me that I hadn't met. I never met Lunatic Frank. Lunatic Frank been gone since '81. He's home. I never met Lunatic Frank, but um, I wouldn't say from my era, no, but from previous era, yes, and maybe after me, yes, absolutely, solo, absolutely, man. So that's why I be saying the comments. You could tell on yourself in the comments, man. Kev, a different question. I went to elementary school with Samoans. Shout out to the Usos, Mexicans, and two white boys in Compton starting in '79. Did you go to elementary school or junior high with races in LA in elementary? With other races in yeah, I went to elementary school. We may have had maybe three Mexicans and probably two white boys. My numbers could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? At this age and not looking at class pictures, you might add another one or two. Um, we had like some half Mexicans and some half white that went to school with us. But my community was predominantly black. My elementary school was predominantly black. We didn't have any Rastas or Jamaicans that went to school with me. Now we did have one. He wasn't a Rasta. He was a Jamaican though. Felician Bangoli. I don't ever know what happened to the homie. He was a good homie. He was a good homie. He liked to play football with us. He liked to fight, but very respectful, calm, cool. I believe he ended up being a jacker, a robber, armed robber, but he never joined the gang. And from what I know, he moved out the neighborhood after he became an adult. I'm gonna hit you up. My name is Big K. I'm gonna talk to my homies, some in the joint, and like a couple in the streets. Blake in UK jail got stabbed up. Yeah. I remember the homie. He lived probably 9 blocks from me, but on my same section, north of between Slauson and 54th. It started with like 5 of y'all. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's what I like to hear. That's cool, Kareem. Yeah. You know what though? Yeah. We had a few people that was mixed though. Junior high school, we went to school a lot of Mexicans. At Sotel 13 and Culver Cities went there when I was in the 7th grade. Um, and then you had non-affiliate Mexicans. Mostly all the Mexicans was affiliated though, unless they was a paisa. If they was, how do you say it, Americanized or Southerners, then they all pretty much gangbang. They either they already were gangbanging or they had began gangbanging within that 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. Yeah, any more questions, man? Any new developments in the world? The war with Israel, Hamas. They don't even talk about Putin no more, do they? What's going on with that war? Mexicans were gang banging and horsemen. I didn't go to Horseman. I went to Webster. So you got to remember, my community was pretty large. We crossed major streets, east and west, and north and south. So we had Horseman, Audubon, Orville Wright, Webster Junior High. Then you had a handful that went to Palms. So we didn't all go to the same schools. Audubon was our home school for some, and Horseman was our home school for others. We got bused to a lot of other schools. Like I said, Overwright, Webster, and Palms. So, yeah, we went to a lot of different schools. So that goes back to the question that the homie had just asked. Was it people from our era that still haven't met this day? You know, because so many different schools we went to. We went to different elementaries, different junior high schools, and different high schools. Southside, what up, homie? A lot of times, the the only way we ended up meeting homies at other school is because you get kicked out of this school and you end up going to that school, or transferring from this school to that school. So then you would meet other homies from other parts of the hood. As far as going to school, of course, you would meet them at like meetings and functions and playing arcade games and stuff like that, riding bikes, hitting up on walls, stuff like that. But Franny Blue Entertainment, what it do? Half of Newark, New Jersey is great now. It wasn't cool when we started. How can we talk? You can hit me up through my email, Kev underscore Mac underscore one at yahoo.com, or you can hit me up at Big Kev Mac one on Instagram. Actually, we had a couple of homies who went to school in Inglewood too, though. Inglewood High School. Hit the likes, please, and thank you, and subscribe. I'm pretty sure everybody subscribed is watching right now, right? I mean, it's kind of late Saturday night. What we talking about? Cam and Q need to address their situation offline if possible, or keep it moving. What's going on with Cam and Ice Cube? Well, Mr. Waters, I have a philosophy. When you move into a community, right, from another community, from a rival community, you move over there, right? You don't have no camaraderie. I use that word a lot, camaraderie. You move over there, you already have like a hatred for that hood, but it's like it's hidden animosity. But then you become part of that hood. But now you don't respect a lot of those dudes because you didn't grow up with them. You don't know their mamas and daddies. You don't know them from elementary and junior high school. You know what I'm saying? You ain't grow up playing with them baseball, playing in the sandbox, going to the park, and none of that stuff together. So there's like a hidden animosity for some members. And then when you come from a gang that big, dudes might have bullied you, dudes might have disrespected you, you know what I'm saying, might have sold dope to your mom, so many reasons, but I can't really tell you what exactly you may be looking for, right? That urban camel hoodie, nice at Kev. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Black warrior spirit in the building. Cam say Ice Cube's new video is really? I ain't seen no new video. I didn't even know Cube still making music, man. I want to check that out. Can I Google it? Can I look for it on YouTube? It's starting to look like hating, in my opinion. I can see that. It's been looking like there was ongoing animosity, right? Clip for sales. Okay, okay. All right. Get your money tomorrow. I think you're leaning heavy toward the Lions, though, bro. I think you have a Detroit Lion bias, though, Mr. Sims. It's called my ego. It's my ego. Cube still going in. Really? Man, y'all got me wanting to see Cube, man. Y'all got me wanting to see. No, but there's a lot of dudes from LA that's in the industry. They're definitely jealous of Ice Cube. Without question, they jealous of Ice Cube. Man. So that go back to like the brother that asked. I didn't recognize his name, so I don't remember the name. But the one dude said, "Why do the '60s go against each other so easily? Why do black men, black rappers, black actors go at Ice Cube so easily? Why do they go at Ice T so easily?" I don't think it's a 60 thing, man. And as much as I want to say it's an LA thing, I think it's just a black thing, man. I think it's just black people who come out of oppressed communities, man, or you know what I'm saying, live a thuggish lifestyle. But I can't even just put it on that though, because you got squares that be hating on dudes that really live that lifestyle. You know what I mean? And then you got some thugs that be hating on the square dude because he got his stuff together, because he got a good job, because he got married and he got benefits from work. You know what I mean? So it's a black thing, man. Seriously, it's a black thing, man. I can't narrow it down to what type of blacks because it's so widespread within our race, man. No, I feel you, Sims. I think you got some good picks. I think you. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would agree. You lean heavily toward the Lions. You know. Although I like those picks, the Vikings got defense, so you're gonna have to sweat some of that out. It's nature. It's not even black people. If Biden could slap Trump, he would. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I agree, man. But dude, I don't even be bothering people on the internet. I don't even bother people in the chat room. And you see how many people come hating on me. You see, remember back some years back, how many people said don't watch Kev Mac videos. Then you got all these people talking about I'm laughing at the homie. I should be shot. I should be dead. I should be ashamed of myself. All of that. It's just, man, it is a black problem, man. I don't be bothering these dudes that be hating on me, man. One thing I could respect, I kind of want him to say it himself, but since we on this subject, I'm gonna just jump out there. I was talking to Bub from Hoover, right? From Under the Groove. This is the very first time I talked to Bub. And we had a long conversation, man. I don't remember how long it was. I don't want to exaggerate, but it was a long conversation. And at the end of that conversation, you know what Bub told me? Like I said, I respect it. Bub told me, he said, man, I'm glad I spoke to you myself. He said, I had you totally twisted in my head from the people I talked to. I had you pegged wrong, homie. He said, I'm glad I talked to you, man. You sound like a good dude. And I no longer think the way I thought of you before I spoke to you. I get that all the time. And I told him, I get that a lot, man. A lot of dudes have a misconception about me, man. I don't know how or why. Maybe because it's my sarcasm. Maybe because it's my content. Maybe, and I think this has a large part to do with it, the set that I'm from. So I think people go into it not wanting to think I'm a cool dude, wanting to think I'm starting shit or trying to divide our people or hate on certain individuals and gangs. Nah, man, I always maintain since I've been on YouTube, man, just holler at me. I told y'all a few weeks ago, or some guy in the chat, if you feel some type of way about a video with me laughing, talk to me, holler at me. If you don't want to do that, go do your homework. If you don't want to do your homework and you don't want to talk to me, you a bitch. You a bitch made motherfucker. You a coward and you don't want to know the truth. Otherwise, keep your opinions to yourself. Keep your opinions to yourself. Don't even put it out there in the universe. Don't put it out in the air. Don't even confront me with it if you don't want to have a conversation. Because I'm not no bad dude like that. If I was, you see how many of my homies on the internet, you see how many of my homies on YouTube, they would have been to bust me out. They would have been to put me on blast. You feel me? Let's match likes and views, y'all. Yeah, it's because of the set you from, because I don't watch nobody's channel that don't get along with the set. That's right, easy. That's right. Kev, it's people who just don't like California. But it's people in California. I agree with that part. I agree with that part. Just like you got dudes in California that don't like dudes from other states. You got dudes in California that don't like New York unless they in the rap game, music game. You got dudes from California that don't like Texas because Texas got produce a lot of athletes. They're a big state. They talk a lot of shit. They're a red state. But you got dudes in California that don't like dudes in California too, man. That's what I be concentrating on. Rob Moses Forrest. You have people from Riverside that don't like Compton. That's what I'll be saying about Pomona. Like, why would somebody from Pomona think Compton dudes don't like him or them or that city? And maybe it's true, but I ain't never heard no Compton dude dissing Pomona. In fact, when my homies was going to prison before me, they was taking pictures with dudes from Compton and dudes from Linwood and dudes from Pomona together. So I ain't never heard no homies or no allies or no Comptons dissing Pomona. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But there's some truth to it because if you're a sports fan, when you see the Dodgers play, the Lakers play, or UCLA Bruins play, what do the crowd be yelling out? What do they be having on their signs? Beat LA, beat LA, beat LA. But that's a sign of respect. It's also a sign of respect. It's all about how you look at it, man. A lot of things that people say and do are really not that important. They really don't affect our lives. It's really a point of characterization where you can look at other cities and states and see how they really feel about you or other cities and states. But it's nothing to take personal, man. It has no bearing on your life. It is not going to hurt your day or your family. What's cracking, JS? 90 Western Ave say it's never happened to her knowledge either. UCLA beat Rutgers today, though. Even when they dog meat, they still can beat Rutgers. USC lost today, too, to Maryland. Shout out to Baltimore. I'm to me, it don't matter what city you're from or what state you're from. I may have a slim bias toward an individual that grew up in a certain city or state, but we all men, we all breathe and eat the same, man. It's just getting to know each other. And even like when you're dealing with Mexicans or Filipinos, it's just getting to know the other culture, man. Versatile your atmosphere, versatile your knowledge of human beings in other countries, cities, and states, man. It could be helpful, man. A lot of people ain't haters, man, but some people are. Damn, I was going for Cleveland Indians, aka Guardians. Hate their name. Yeah, I'm not. Still hard for me to get into the Guardians, man. Rutgers not a bad team anymore. Just pay attention to what you said. Rutgers is not a bad team anymore. Dudes say UCLA is dog shit. So you see my point? Even when UCLA, even when the LA team is dog shit, they can still be the team that ain't bad anymore. You see what I'm saying? That was my whole point. Yo, Kev, I never been to Dodger Stadium, but what's the type? What's the hype with the Dodger dog? You know, a lot of people ask me over the years. I know a female from out the 30s who just went to a Dodger game, the playoff game. She told me she bought two hot dogs and they wasn't no good. She don't know what the hype about them is, and they were expensive. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is they taste better than other places' hot dogs to me. They good to me. I don't know. They just taste better, bro, to me. You feel me? I'm not gonna go on the sports channel tonight, man. I'm gonna stick right here, man. Adam 22, no jumper, just hired 4 extra popping, huh? Skip hired him in the gang community, and now no jumper hired him. That's cool, man. I follow you on Instagram, but won't let me message you. Leave a comment up under one of the pictures. When you leave a comment under one of the pictures, I'll get a notification, and then I'll message you, and we can message each other after that. That's to keep so many people from hitting me, man. I'm telling you, people used to send me death threats. For the last 5 years, I've been getting death threats, man. So I just rather just make it to where just anybody can't hit me. If you want to threaten to kill me, do it in public, man. Let everybody see that you want to kill me. Them bacon wrap hot dogs in LA be fire. No, it ain't because of the price of the tickets. Because at one point they might still do, but they used to sell Dodger dogs in some of these markets, right? Farmer John, but they still taste good. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't know. I was brought up off Dodger dogs, man, since like 7 years old. So at least 10, for sure. 10 years old, I used to go to a lot of Dodger games. Yo, you think Big U had something to do with Thundercats' death? Absolutely, I don't. Did they have some past beefs? I think it's pretty well documented. You know, what I trip off of, what a lot of people don't talk about, like you can grab a video of Mac laughing, right? But you can't grab the video where we were in the studio with Nip when he did his last album. Like it's selective. You gotta have a video to go with your narrative to put out there. You gotta make sure that you're hating on the person that you don't like or the person you're trying to bring down. You're not gonna put a video where they just sitting back chilling and Nip is putting out this bomb album, right? His last album, right? Nah, they don't find that video and put that video up there. Absolutely, Skeet. He asked me a question though, but no, I don't think so. Do I know everything? No, I don't. What do I think? I think if Shitty was sent to do something by somebody and he's facing a life sentence and he's supposed to be unstable mentally and taking medicine for that, I would think he would tell. I would think he would tell instead of go do a life sentence for a high profile case, right? I would think. You feel me? Kev, I want to know if the east and west side used to split at Main Street before the 110 freeway. How does this affect gang history? I don't think it affects gang history. Maybe if you're writing a thesis or term paper or actually documenting the history, it may be affected in some type of way. But you always got to go to a Thomas guide, right? The Thomas guide is going to let you know the east from the west, which is Main Street. If you look at the addresses are going to go down to Main Street. Coming from west to east, the numbers go down. Once you hit the Main Street, the numbers start to go back up. So it's just a fact that Main Street is the center divider. Anybody else looking for excuses about a freeway and all that, man, that's something personal that they got to deal with. If they want to feel like they grew up on the east side or the west side and they one block off, I mean, that's on them, man. But Main Street, for anybody, like let's say like the police, the fire department, real estate, uh, a bus driver, they're gonna immediately tell you that Main Street is the divider because that's what that's how the city's carved up. That's how the map of LA is carved up. Main Street still is and always have been the borderline between the east and the west. Now, one problem I always have this problem when I see people say everybody or always. When I say everybody or always, I usually try to correct myself and say, well, not everybody or not always. West Boulevard was the original divider in LA. That's why it's called West Boulevard. When you get to the West Boulevard, everything west of West Boulevard was the west side, was considered the west side way, way, way back in the day. You probably never heard that before. But that's where West Boulevard comes from. When the city opened up and became wider, hence Main Street. That's the main street that took you through the city. Watching ESPN, Kev, the Vikings got before starter out defense. They got before or four starters out. They still got a good defense though, bro, for real. But that gives the Lions an edge, especially for your player props. But the Vikings ain't no joke. The 110 freeway ain't got nothing to do with nothing. The 110 freeway is a matter of opinion and people that's trying to move the goalposts. I didn't just do all that explaining just to try to sound intelligent or try to sound like I know a little something about something. I just gave it to you, man. Look it up and look it up. Go open up a Thomas Guide. The Lions gonna miss Hutchinson. Yeah, Hutchinson went down last game. You're right. Gangsta Mo. That's right. It's all good. It's all good. Kev been solid ever since I've been knowing about him and his platform. Good looking out, James. Give us a 5506 Eileen story. I don't know, man. There's so many stories. I don't know, man. See, I do have a bias, right? I got a bias about Eileen because I grew up on Eileen as a little baby, right? Little kid. So I feel like it was never my block. It was, I'm growing up, I'm learning, I'm meeting people and stuff like that, right? But as I got older, people moving off the block, my brother going to prison, I feel like it was my block. I feel like 5506 was my block from 54th to 57th, really all the way to Slauson. But we had a homie, Baby Cal, was between 57th and Slauson. So, you know, he had a name. He was one of the ones from the set, right? So I always got to give him his, you know what I'm saying? And the older homies, the twins and all them that was on the block, they was on the corner of 57. So I always got to give it up to them, right? Can't take nothing away from them. But I was the one doing everything on that block, right? So my bias comes into play to where I feel like this is my block. Police was coming for me. Police looking for me. Detectives staking out my joint. The neighborhood watch is talking about me. The school, the staff at the school is talking about me. The school police is coming, watching me, looking for me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was my block. I made the block hot, right? Bro, them was gone when I had the block popping like that. You feel me? But so I say that to say my stories usually probably gonna be about like dope, house getting kicked in, they trying to set me up, you know what I'm saying, getting tickets pulled over um, bogusly, stuff like that. Willowbrook is low key watts, a little loony story. I don't know, man. It's so many little loony stories. Hey, Candace Kirksey, what you doing up so late, sweetie? Thank you. West Side Abby, what it do? What it do, West Side Abby? Thanks for coming on the other night. I enjoyed y'all. Nobody else did. Candace, what's up with you, sweetie? See that's a real one. Real one hits me before she comes on and speaks to everybody. Right? Do Latinos live in your old house? Now, not black people. But my daughter's friends actually bought that house. But I got some things to say about that house, but I'll save them for a big interview, man. Big platform. So, how you feel about young Ant calling Milk 7-4 out for a fade? You think Milk will accept it? I don't know anything about Ant calling Milk 7-4 out for a fade. And no, I do not think Milk will accept that fade. By all accounts, by all means, I've heard good things about Ant in the system. So Ant is known. Ant is known, and got a good reputation from his section. So not a whole lot more to say about that. Hey, West Side Air beyond Georgia guest appearance. Yeah, man. I don't know. I in my mind, I thought that was really gonna go, really blow up. I didn't grow up with any white sixties. No, I didn't. I'm trying to think. And no, I can't think of any. Western Ave and West Side Abbey. Hey, ladies. Candace, where was you at last night? Did you go out of town too? Or did you duck us on purpose last night? Yeah, Shotty, I got nothing but good feedback, but the numbers ain't there though. Milk and cookies don't want it. Oh, that's cold, Western. The funny thing is, Slauson and Crenshaw were both white dudes. Yeah, yeah, shit. LA was, man. Yeah, there's Mexican and white 60s, yeah. Not a whole lot. You're not going to find a lot, man. A lot of white people watch your stuff, kid. Really? I ain't knowing. I ain't knowing. I know the homie from Graveyard, he was watching at one point. Kev, when are you going to invite some of the regulars? I'm interested to see some people beyond the keystroke. Man, I tell y'all all the time, bro. Y'all welcome to come on. I don't like sitting here looking at myself. I feel like I'm talking to myself. So I remember a few of y'all. All right, Nikki Lee, you a white girl? Oh shit, we got a white girl up in here. You might be worth something. Every man in here gonna be looking for you, except this Jerry. But uh, it's people that like white meat. People like turkey around here. You know what I'm saying? All y'all gotta do is hit the link. Yeah, whenever y'all want to come on, man, y'all could come on. Like I said, that's why I used to have different co-hosts. I like somebody to talk to. I like somebody to come on the screen with me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all could come on whenever. You good? You don't want no dark meat? Oh, you tripping now? How you don't want no dark meat and you up in here with a whole bunch of brothers? You got a whole bunch of brothers in here. Any white guys in here tonight? Play that funky music, white boy. I love all. Me too, Nikki. I love all without question. People get mad at me if I love all, but I love all. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on the next show for sure. That's right, Candace. Before I was able to see the chat, I used to think you was talking to yourself. But why you couldn't see the chat? Nigga, was you in jail or something? Let me see, y'all. Milk Sevenfold said young Ant turned the fade down with Rolling 60 from St. Louis. I don't know nothing about that. Is that why they beefing? Before I was able to see the chat, I used to think you was talking to yourself. I used to be like, who is he talking to? Talking to you, fool. Talking to everybody in the cheese net. I'm mixed with black and white and from a Mexican set. Ooh, I know you confused as motherfucker. You gotta watch out for them Beckys. Yeah, you gotta be careful with them Beckys. No doubt about that one. I used to watch you from my iPhone. I use my iPad now. So your iPhone wouldn't show my face? You just listening like it's a radio, like the transistor radio. How old are you, man? You ever had a transistor radio or a Walkman? Like this nigga watching Mac videos on a Walkman and shit. Nikki Lee, are you related to Tommy Lee, Motley Crue drummer? If so, loan me 35,000. 35,000? Man, I would go bet that right now. 35 G's? I'm going betting tomorrow. 35 G's. I need like a $500,000 right now. Mr. Thompson said, throw that phone in a tree Nash. Kev, you take off. Do I take off? Do I know take off? He was my student. He had an A in AP English. What is AP English? Big Don. I listened to my granddaddy. He used to listen to bass. Me too, man. Man, I had transistor radios, homie. Shit, my granddaddy, my step granddaddy, he had one of them little square radio, little cheap square radio. Damn, I just realized somebody stole my radios. Or maybe I threw them away. You know, I used to save all that old stuff. And when I had a house, I still had all that stuff. So either somebody stole my stuff then or I threw it away. Didn't feel the need to keep it. But yeah, he had one of them square radios, right? And he would leave that in his bedroom. But then he had a basement downstairs that he liked to go in. They had all them spiders and shit down there. But he would go down there and he had the little small transistor radio. So I wanted me one. And I went and got me a transistor radio. I used to have my transistor radio. I'd be in the room going to sleep, listening to Ben Scully and then Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And then I would take my radio to school when I was in junior high school. Back when Ronald Reagan got bust on, I would take my little radio to school. But then the Walkmans came out in high school, man. Where's Rennie Lowe tonight? I have no idea. My brother hit her up on Instagram. Man, my phone didn't show the chat. Man, I think you had a transistor radio and somebody told you it was an iPhone. I think you went downtown and one of them old crackheads that was an ex-con artist tricked your ass. He said, hey, homie, where you from? He said, cuz, it's me, cuz, I'm Crip. And he probably told you, you want to buy this iPhone? And you was like, oh, I've been hearing about the my phone. What you want for? He told you $10. You gave that man $10. He gave you a transistor radio and you thought it was an iPhone. How the hell you gonna have an iPhone and you don't see me on there? That's crazy to me, dog. Nigga sold you an iPhone with no screen. Easty had an Obama phone. Coffee tables with the flip-up turntables. It's 3 a.m. in Detroit. 8 Mile, what it do? Bro said when Ronald Reagan got bust on. Mac, old. I'm watching you on my iPhone right knees now. I'm telling you, he had a transistor radio. I used to record Bobby, Jimmy, and the Critters on K-Day. Man, I used to, man, KGFJ and K-Day, man, I used to record all that stuff. Don't ask me why, because I used to record right over it next week. I would record on them cassette tapes and don't even keep it. I don't come with Nathan but your money. Ooh, I'm hip spirit. Mm, mm, mm. It's 9 a.m. in Northern Europe. Oh, man, we do got some white listeners. How y'all doing over there, man? Y'all don't get a lot of sun in Europe or what? That's right, when KGLH didn't allow rap music. Yeah, KGLH was hating. But KGFJ, what was that, 1250, 1230, and 1580 K? AM was popping. Working the Technique 1200s, taking a phone call in a war phone with a cord. It's Thanksgiving next month. Man, this month going fast. I miss Clarissa Shields' fight tonight. Top of the morning across the pond. Top of the morning, top of the morning. 108 in the chat. We got 110 in the chat. Y'all go on, click that like button one time. But yeah, man, Northern Europe, Conor McGregor listening. I don't know, man. If he is listening, you kind of foolish to think you was gonna beat Floyd Mayweather, fool. Enjoy some vitamin V, I mean D, I mean, dang, Western now, what's up with you? You been drinking? What you drinking? E and J? Yeah, hit that like, it's free. Let's go. Rory Victor, what it do, homie? I know some Victors, good friends of the Victors. What's up with it? I seen somebody just did something on the life of Pretty Boy and the title say something about he shot a bunch of A-Trade. Like, where you get your information from? What A-Trade did he shoot? Where you get that from? You got some court records to back that up? You got some proof to back that up? Last time I checked, shooting at and shooting somebody was two different things. I'm just curious, man. Where do you dudes getting these stories from and putting this stuff out there? Like they rewriting history. What's up with that? They rewriting history, man. Like, man, that's crazy, man. Y'all putting these labels on people. You know, they still got family around here, man. If you're gonna say something, at least make it true. Like, damn, man, for real. Who you think is your most famous listener? Let's see, Mike Epps, Chico Bean. There was a football player, man. His name slips my mind. He played for the Ohio State Buckeyes back in the day. One of the best running backs in the league at the time. His name slips my mind. Them three, I don't know who else listens, bro. Yeah, I don't know who else listens, man. Let's see. Do you think Jay-Z is going down next like Diddy? Man, I don't know. All the stuff they're saying about Diddy, I don't know, man. It's a lot of accusations out there, but to me, it's just me. I think more of it is just hatred, more of it is just jealousy than factual. So I don't know. Eddie George, what about it? I want to say Maurice Claret. Is that who it was? The name slips my mind, but Maurice Claret, he definitely played for Ohio. I definitely watched him play, but I don't remember if that's actually the one that's listening. I may have mentioned his name before, so that's why I'm asking. Is that who it was? Because I said it a while back. No, he wasn't no quarterback. He was a running back. Okay, they say that's him. Whatever you see moving overseas is guilty. Geach Gotti, battle rapper, shouted you out before. Oh, that's what's up. What's old boy name? Gilly watches. I don't know how famous Gilly is, but Gilly watches. He went to jail for aggravated robbery. Yeah, I think that's him. To mess with the gang shit, yeah. So it must be Maurice Claret. I haven't heard from him in years, though. He used to follow me on Instagram. We communicated. That was it. Yeah, I mentioned Wallow, man. Yeah, but they asked about the famous ones. They didn't ask about the haters on the sideline. But ain't no telling who else watching, man. Let me see. Dub C watches. CJ Mack watches. Ice T watches. Starting to come to me now. You got to jog my memory a little bit. I would I would like to hope and think Ice Cube watches sometime. Because he could damn sure get some screenplays from some of this stuff, right? I just talked to Speedy from 88 Hard Time Hustler, real solid guy. That's my extended fan band. Maurice Claret is on Cam and May show. That's what's up. Tell him to shout me out. Ask him what's his favorite gang channel. Oh yeah, G Perico, the homie Glasses Malone. G Perico, Glasses Malone, absolutely. Everybody's shouting out G Perico tonight, huh? Well, I know Cam tuned in, but I don't know that he watched because Cam was doing a live one day, and I went on his live, and he said, "Oh, Cam Mack, I didn't know you was doing it like that." I'm like what? He like, man, your YouTube cracking. I'm like, Cam, what you thought, man? I had this cracking way with the magazine. You know that? He like, yeah, I know, but I didn't know you was popping like that. So I don't know if Cam watches faithfully, right? But I know he ran across the channel. He's also came on this channel before. Squeak Rule, I'm sure Squeak Rule probably watching. E40. E40 watches, but E40 don't like the channel. Like, why do you watch a channel you don't like though? But E40 said he definitely peeped out all my ignorant interviews. So shout out to E40, man. I was kind of surprised that 40 Water was peeping us out. Oh, my man said he be watching Cam Mack in the studio. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah, we got a long list of famous people that be watching. So which one's most famous to y'all now? Let me flip that. Of all the people I name, who is the most famous? All right, King LX. That's right. No, I mentioned Ice T. I mentioned Ice. Cam is polarizing, especially when it gets to politics. Oh yeah, we Mitchie Slick. Mitchie Slick. Ice T is the most famous. Okay. Okay. Ice T Law and Order. Okay. Okay. Snoop Dogg. I don't know if Snoop Dogg watches, but it's a good chance he does. They tapped into that LA Cali hood culture. My man say Mike Evans. I think the one that was most surprising that really made me feel some type of way was that Mike Epps be tuned in. Like I expect Ice T to be tuned in, right? He's from the land. He raps about original gangsters. He did the soundtrack for Colors. He knows me personally for shit, 40 years, about 40 years, over 40 years. So I was shocked to hear E40 say he was watching. But E40, like I said, he not a fan though. But why are you watching something you don't like? He said the interviews and the people we interview are ignorant and stuff like that. But these are the same people buy his music and sing his music and ghost ride the whips. Man, come on, you know the sheriff and LAPD watching, man. E40 most relevant. That's right. MC8, yeah, MC8. Y'all think DJ Quick be watching? Warpath, the Latin King YouTuber out of New York, is probably tapped in. Lil Hawk. Come on, man. How can 40 say that? He got double cups in his videos at 50 plus. You know, some people say anything, man. I don't know, Nikki Lee. I don't know what it was, but at least he didn't lie and act like he loved it. Feel me? Now, if E40 wanted to be a real one, 40 Water would have said, man, let me give you an intro. Let me give you an intro real quick, man. He could have gave me an intro. Could have got on a track with Fitzgerald, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't mind DJ Quick, man. You know what I'm gonna ask? I'm gonna ask him about the beef with MC8. Like, you use that T word. Blood wasn't really known for using that T word. It's hella people that watch now dropping down in the chat. They won't do it. Yeah, it's all good. I ain't mad at them. I would still appreciate it if they reach out. Be like, yeah, Mac, I'm such. I'll be checking out your videos. You know what I mean? Kamala Harris gonna lie and say she wants it too. She gonna lie and say she got a Kev Mac video hoodie up. I don't know. I just asked that question. Do y'all think Ice Cube watch? I don't know. Brother Kev Mac, the legendary host who bought us Monster Cody, Mr. Shakur, and all the people who knew him. Man, there's some other YouTube channels because Kev Mac had them on there, man. That y'all get to go watch, man. Trump gonna say he been down with the white Suzuki. California is the birthplace of skateboarding. Your platform scares people. You got to be certified and accountable to the community. Everybody can't hold up to scrutiny. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, scrutiny gets under my skin, man. Again, man, if a person don't like me, or a person don't like my channel or my content, so let's have a conversation though. Because anything else, if you just come to criticize, to me, that's another form of ignorance. And you also blocking a chance to learn. You know what I mean? We know G Perico F with you no law. Absolutely. G Perico the homie. G Perico call every probably 4 months, maybe. It's about time he called me again. G Perico calls me every 4 months. Glass Malone calls me. That's why I like them two dudes. That's why I always shout them out, play their music. Them two real dudes as far as I'm concerned. They ain't got to holler at Kev Mac. Who is Kev Mac? What's funny is they both call me OG. Man, I ain't no OG, man. Get out of here with that shit, man. Kamala say she watched K me back in the 70s. Hey, you think we can ever get baby S-Mac on? S-Mac ain't going on no live. The best I could do is I could go live and he'd be in the room and I just do that real quick. You know how I flash him in the intro? K Mac, where did you find this photo? We were super young. E40 tripping. That's not ignorance. Them interviews telling their story is documenting history. That's how I feel too. But he got a right to feel the way he feel. Kev, I called you OG when I met you at MGM. Yeah. If you have a conversation, then you can reach understanding whether you like a person or not. In my opinion, that's my point. So if you don't want to do that, to me, that's a form of ignorance, and you're not trying to educate yourself. You stuck where you at. I like watching your videos because you keep it authentic. I try to, man. I try to. That's funny right there, man. That's funny. Hey, this turned out to be a pretty good live, huh, y'all? That's why I like to stop at an hour, so people don't have to watch it too long. So I like, but yeah, it's all good though. I'm glad I came on tonight just to chop it up with y'all. Yeah, but a lot of people reject conversation and lack understanding. I remember Reagan being shot, but not who? John Lennon. Oh shoot, Big Lee, Big Lee. Now I'm really happy I stayed up. I feel like going to get some ice cream. Can I get some ice cream this late at night? Kelma was bad back in the day. I prefer her sister, man. I don't like her, man. I see the devil and I see a liar when I look at her. Some YouTubers be telling on themselves, acting like they don't watch KV Live. No, real facts. But I tell you who watch. I tell you who really watch all of my stuff. That dude, Rip Rider Archives, OG Jap, he watches all of my stuff. Man, I could put a picture up right now, real quick, and it's gonna be on his Instagram account in the morning. Man, I'm like, man, that dude actually sit through hours of Kelmac stories and lives to get a picture. He a real fan, man. I can't even say nothing bad about that. I'm not sitting through no Kelmac, no whole hour or 2 hours of Kelmac. Man, ain't no way, man. But he do it. And then I can imagine how much time he spends to get rid of my watermarks, because he get rid of my watermarks pretty good. But if you blow his pictures up, you can see it don't have that quality. And sometimes, like, you might see a knuckle missing or a finger missing or something. Like, by the time he Photoshop off a nigga throwing up Crip, it looked like he throwing up Legend or something. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay close attention to that dude's pictures, man. But he don't waste no time. It's like nigga, he like you watch a football game, or you miss a football game, or you watch a football game, and right after the game they got the highlights. That's how his Instagram be. If you miss a Mac live or a Mac story, go to his Instagram. You're gonna see a flick on there, right there from me, right there. You know what I mean? He watching right now, like, this black nigger talking about me again. He can never just leave me alone. He can never get off of me. Like, he's trying to trick you. He's still portraying himself as a black man. Somebody tell that man to show his face. Somebody tell that man to go live and talk about his pictures. That fool's still trying to pretend his dad is a G from Inglewood fan. Man, if he don't get out of here with that, you old Florida Gator catching. Man, hey, I don't even want to go in on him, man. Y'all gonna think I'm racist, man. But that dude, that man, come on, man. Ain't no black man in America. Let me just say it like this. Ain't no black man in America fitting spend hours taking other men pictures and other women's pictures, taking watermarks off of them, and making fake Instagram pages. Ain't no black man doing that shit. Ain't no black man spending that much hours wasting time stealing other people's pictures and acting like they is. You can't find no black man in America doing that shit. Holy iguana having ass. Man, come on, man. He the reason why Cynthia Nunn don't post her pictures. She got classics. He the reason why Pretty Boy didn't want to post his pictures. all right, for sure. All right, Grape Street, for sure. Man, that dude there, man. Fool, you spell Inglewood with an E. Nigga, we not in the South. We on the West Coast. Everybody in California know how to spell Inglewood, California. That fool said Carson City, the 190s in Carson City. That's not Carson City. That's the city of Carson. Carson City's in Nevada. That's why I keep saying, man, it be little things like that where people tell on themselves. They don't even know they exposing themselves. But me, I'm going to catch it right away, nigga. I'm going to catch it right away. Man, please. That's because he changed his name a million times. Man, you got to pay attention to that. That's somebody on the other side of the South, man. That's somebody on the 95 freeway. Yeah, it's Inglewood in Chicago, too. But you get the point, though. Again, ain't nobody in California spelling Inglewood with an E. Nigga, where niggas from? EFG? Nigga, you don't see no nigga with EFG tatted on him, nigga. He's getting his information from the internet. Yeah, but see now, this the thing. This the thing, though. He can get his information from real gang members now. Because some gang members, they want to communicate. They want to know who's on the pictures and where they got these pictures. So now you got real gang members, OGs and those that's active, hitting this dude up. And he plays them out the names. That's why if you watch him, right? If you watch him, he would just post a picture and they may not have no names. Or they have one person's name. But the fools fall for it and start saying, oh, that's OG such and such, that's such and such, that's such and such, that's such and such. And then he grabs those names out the comment section and he puts them up there under the picture. And he might delete your comment. So it look like he's telling y'all who's on these pictures. Yeah, he from Florida. Ain't no question he from Florida. That boy, good looking up. Ain't no doubt he from Florida. You wanna go any further and tell me what color his skin is? Huh? And the fool had the nerve one day. He leaves. He makes this post talking about he DMs people and he says, "I got a job. You think I got time to be stealing pictures? You think I got time to be erasing watermark? Hell yeah, you got time. You got time. You know you got time." Yeah, Florida, homie. You tripping. Florida, man. Before he was posting gang pictures, he was posting these white hate groups, KKKs and Hell's Angels and stuff. He transgressed, and then he started posting them Florida gangs, the drug dealers and stuff like that. Why y'all laughing, man? Y'all late as hell, man. I done exposed that years ago, man. Come on, man. Yeah, man. You should believe it. I'm telling you the truth, homie. You'll never see him leave a comment and say I'm lying. You'll never see him come in the chat and say, "Stop it, Kevin. Kevin, if you don't stop exposing me, Kevin." Right? See, no, what it do? What you doing up so late, homie? Just came back from a booty call, huh? Man, that's what he is, Sean. Man, come on, Black Warrior Spirit. I'm telling you the truth, man. He ain't gonna be hurt Westside Ebby. You know why? Because when I did that video about him, he really went on a rampage, snatching all my pictures, like to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? He know what he doing, and I know what he doing, and I want y'all to know what he doing. He sees that gang content is popular online. Well, he's been doing it so long now, like he really feel like he part of culture. Like this nigga's triple OG now. He sees that, yep, that guy from Florida, scandalous. Yeah, absolutely, man, no doubt about it. And you notice you never see my comments under his pictures? He won't let me comment. He deletes my comments. And then like I didn't know because I had another account that I wasn't using. And when they banned me, I went to my other account. This fool left me messages asking me why I don't like him, why I'm not cool with him, why do I have an issue with him taking my pictures? What do you mean why I have an issue with you taking my pictures? Because they my pictures, fool. These pictures ain't on Google. If you could Google a picture, it's all good. Take the picture. But if it's on my Instagram and you don't see it nowhere else, that means it's my personal property. It's my personal picture that I'm trying to share with my friends and family. Do some content on the fronts. Which fronts? On 6-0, do one on Lil Munchie. Oh, okay, those front. Well, it's a reason why I'm not gonna do that. Because people get upset, people get mad, people don't want people speaking on things. So we got a front online. Let the dude that's from the front online, let him do it. Let him do it. I'll talk about my homies from the front though, little Mad Dog, little No Good, you know what I mean? Shyster, you know what I'm saying? The older homies. It's easy to say history is history. It ain't that easy when homies is calling you want to talk. And I don't want to talk to no nigga that's complaining or hating. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Feel me? Shit, we got absolutely. I'm glad you know it. I'm glad you know it, homie. Think, but yeah, man. What's the crazy? It's still other people that can talk, or they can do an interview. Somebody can do an interview and talk about, yeah, it's football in the morning for sure. Jacksonville Jaguars and my sorry New England Patriots. Numbers riding strong, not budget. What you trying to say? You don't want me to leave? You trying to say you want me to stick around, Ski? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't do no dissing up in here, man. It's grown folks, mature people up in here, huh? Chiefs 49ers, game of the weekend. I'm tired of that matchup. I'm tired of it. Of course, the Chiefs fans ain't gonna think they'll lose. 49er fans, they think they're gonna win every week. They so delusional. Good night, Candace. I'm going to. You got a flight in the morning. Have a safe flight. Hope you had a safe trip and a safe trip back home. Nikki Lee, you like learning new things? I could teach you a few new things. I'll teach you a few new things. You know what I'm saying? All right, all right, all right. Take it easy. 49ers is exposed at this point, for real, for real. Hey, Nikki, I can show you some new things. Nikki, this channel is actually, this is actually like a porn channel, right? This is like lightweight pornhub.com up in here. You know that? Kev, how nephew doing, nephew? Man, they record is like 1-7. They like 1-7. Uh, I think the closest loss they had was probably about 28 points, 23, 28 points, something like that. Like they plus 40 on the point spread every week. Get them 40. You know what I'm saying? They probably covered twice. But he's doing his thing though. Yeah, Elijah Banks, number 29, only freshman starting on the squad. He does this thing though, but it's kind of hard, man, to play on a team that just is horrible, right? Team so horrible they be putting in third string in the fourth quarter. And he only get to play like 3 quarters because they set the starters down in the fourth. Jay Shipp, she want to ask hella questions. Tell her to worry about that marriage, man. Tell her to worry about that ring and that wedding date. feel me? But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with learning new things. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Kev Mack on a solo tip. I rock with you on the Gambling Chronicles. What's your perspective on online? All I can say is Bet Us is pretty good. I don't know anything about DraftKings and all that other stuff, but Bet Us is pretty good. The date she kept wanting to change. Was he recruited, Kev, or is he there because he's of his intelligence? He was recruited, but it's a academic school, so of course he's smart as hell. So his academics played a part, but he's a young, smart kid, man, very smart. You the his mannerism and just how cool and he is and how nice he is and how respectful he is. You wouldn't even think he came from our family or none of our offspring, right? This dude is like real cool guy, man. Real cool. I need to check my lotto ticket. I may be rich right, man. I hope so, man. Kid, did you ever know Keefe D or Baby Lane? I didn't know neither one of them. I was in prison with a dude who knew Baby Lane real well. He used to talk about Baby Lane all the time before the incident happened. Hope he gets that next level with that D1. If not, he still got his smart. Yeah, we're not even worried about his smarts. He's an intelligent kid. He's great academically, so we're not worried about that. I'm the one pushing for him to get to a D1, man. I'll be calling my connects and trying to see what they could do with him. But see, it's hard to get film because they don't throw his way. And like I said, he don't even get to play fourth quarters. Team be losing by so big that, man, it's really hard to get a lot of highlights, you know what I mean? But he does his part. He does his part real well. I don't know if the Dodgers will win today, man. The Mets best pitcher's pitching. It's gonna be tough. To me, it's gonna be tough. But yeah, I'm 90 minutes in, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. I hope this isn't too abrupt, right? Tony Moore gave us that name, these abrupt innings. And a lot of people are using it nowadays on this channel. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Go play some spades on my phone and drink some soda and figure out what I'm gonna eat. I feel like buttered toast tonight, but yeah, thank you for everything as well, man. Y'all have a great night, great morning. We got some good football early in the morning. Not really gonna be good, but we got some early football. All right, Jay Ship, you take it easy, man. Everybody, good night.